Hi, my name is George Rivard, and I'm a man in a basement. For this next story, we're really gonna have to shoot for the stars. We're really gonna have to leave low Earth orbit and find new beyonds and frontiers. I'm talking about Canada's Governor General, Julie Payette, has had to resign amid accusations that she's been a big old meanie. Now, these harassment claims are nothing to be scoffed at. But let's talk about Julie Payette for a second. She is an astronaut. Now, being an astronaut is one of those professions that people will tell you what your profession is before they introduce you. They'll be like, this is my friend, the astronaut. And like, no one does that with me. No one's like, this is my acquaintance. He's a pretty okay comedian and he digs in the dirt and heats up food for a living. Yeah, he's a cook. No one ever does that. But when you're an astronaut, people freaking love you. But okay, if that's not enough, let me put it in perspective. There has been a total in all of man's time 565 astronauts. Even if they were all alive today out of the Earth's 7.8 billion people, that would make the percentage of Earth's population that are astronauts 0.000072% astronaut. Like, there is more chance of you being a billionaire than there is of you being an astronaut. And of all those astronauts, only 11.5 have been women. And of all those astronauts, once again, 24 of them have left low Earth orbit, and only 12 have walked on the moon. So, I'm not taking away from any of Julie Payette's accomplishments. She's an amazing woman, and she deserves to be respected as an astronaut. But as the Governor General, it turns out she's been, what's the technical term? I said it before, a big meanie. Now, what does the Governor General do? Technically, the Governor General is the Queen's representative here in Canada, making her head of the armed forces and the de facto figurehead of the government. She has the power to prorogue government and do a bunch of other funny stuff. Now, people have been getting mad at her, saying that she's been task driving them and driving them real hard and shooting them out to the stars. Okay, I lied. I did one more. But it was funny, though. It was funny. But amid these controversies, I have to feel for her, and I'm going to play devil's advocate here for a second. Maybe she's just used to working in like one of the most merit-based places on Earth, NASA. Like, people don't just stumble their way into NASA, but you can stumble your way into government, if you know what I mean, you know? Maybe if your dad's was a prime minister and you just find it easier and you're just method your way into being prime minister. Maybe you just fall down the stairs into being prime minister. But I digress. So, what happens to Julie Payette after this? What happens? Well, she is going to have to live on a meager pension of $150,000 a year. Now, for my Quebec listeners, that's 750 maple syrups a year. And for my Alberta listeners, that's about 1,085 cartons of Canadian classics. So that's a lot of money. I think she'll be okay. But you know what I think what we forgot is that we can't be too tough on Julie Payette. She's a motherfucking astronaut. She went to the stars. She saw the face of God and walked on it, you know? But I digress. I feel as Canadians, we just want to hold our ruling class to a higher standard. And that goes for everyone. Because I've been a cook, and if someone had to resign every time someone got yelled at, there'd be no chefs in the world. There'd be no chefs in the world. We'd be all cooking at home. It would freaking suck. So to Julie Payette, I say maybe good luck on your future endeavors. I hope you have a good time. And to the people of Canada, I say give her a break. Give her a break. Once again, I go back to she's a motherfucking astronaut. Like, what have I done that's even close? Like, I went on a 5-day canoe trip. We were pretty isolated. So, really, as if there's one thesis to this whole thing, she's a motherfucking astronaut. I'm George Avard. I'm a man in the basement. Like we say in the Yukon, peace.